Welcome back to the Franklin Sussex Auto Mall, Franklin Sussex Hyundai Sports Beat, as we broadcast to you each and every week from the world-famous Auto Mall, our title sponsor now for over 5 years on local Channel 10 and mugsmedia.com. Thank them very much. And for you skiers out there, we have a new sponsor. You saw their commercial. Mountain Creek is now open, and they're a family-owned and operated business, and they believe in the community. All right, Dan, now you have a basketball preview on the girls' side, right?
Yes, indeed. And like the boys, we're going to start off in the Colonial Division as Boss Snoff just pulled in. Muggs, you see that?
Yes. Right on cue.
All right, I got to be good now, right? Colonial Division, we're going to start off Sussex Tech last year, 6-16. Not bad for the Mustangs. And they got some kids coming back. Like we said in the boys, they are now in the Colonial, and I think they can be very competitive and win some division games in the Colonial. Carly Knoll, terrific player, coming off a good soccer season, and Ken Esquire had a great year last year as a freshman. Jade Faines is back. Kelly Godfrey, Lindsay Koff, and Dina Janos. I think the Sussex Tech team is going to be very competitive. They'll be competitive in their Christmas tournament when they play against all the other technical school teams. So watch out for Sussex Tech. They might improve on that 6-16 record. Again, with Carly Knoll and Ken Esquire, both terrific players. The next team I want to talk about in the Colonial is Opakon. 4-17 last year. They lost their best player, Dana Beeball, but Gianna Santiago and Jessica Alvarez should be back for the Chiefs as they'll try to keep building up numbers. You know, Opakon is a basketball town. You know, it has been for years. Just had to get the numbers up there on the girls' side and you know, try to keep them to play at Opakon. The next team in this division is Wallkill Valley. Eddie Pava, longtime coach. They went 11-15 last year, but two of their top players graduated. Brielle Hilbert, who's really tearing it up at Sussex County Community College, one of the top scorers in the nation playing there. And also Brittany Todd graduated from Wallkill. So they have their best returning players, Katie Bertoa, who can shoot from the outside, also can play inside. She's also one of the best soccer goalies around. She's only 250 points away from becoming a 1,000-point scorer, so we'll see if that happens for her. But one of the toughest losses for Wallkill Valley happened during soccer season. Randy Lynn Horniak, who was a longtime starter, part of that good senior class, blew out her knee playing soccer. She had surgery. Hopefully she'll be back for track season. Her dad, Earl, who was the assistant coach to Ed Paver. Earl was a terrific player at Franklin High School back in the day, playing for Coach Frank Virtue when they had some really good teams in the mid to late 70s. He said hopefully she'll be back for track, so we give best wishes to Randy Lynn Horniak, who's a terrific kid. But they'll be counting on Frankie Chizulo, who's a very good softball player, Emma McGuire, and Patricia Stecker to pick it up. But this Wallkill team, it might take a little bit of lumps when they leave the division because I believe they can play with Opakon. They can play with Sussex Tech. The next team is North Warren. Jill Masker, another one of those coaches, feels like she just started a few years ago, but she's in her 9th year. She does a great job at North Warren. That's her alma mater. She scored 1,000 points there as a player. 9-16 last year. They lost some pretty good kids to graduation, but I like this group. Good athletes and one really good outstanding player they can build around, and Kelly Vuz, who scored 15 points a game last year. But Kelly Thornton's back, Kelly Kretsch, Janelle Chudley, and Brianna Keys. When I sent out my preseason stuff, and I was asking coaches what they thought about Newton leaving the division, who won it 2 years ago. Kittatinny won the division, and they were all like sad to see Newton leave because they love playing against a well-coached team, and Whitney Dugan does a great job of that program. But I think North Warren will be up there, the challenge possibly for the division title. But barring injury or something weird happening, the Colonial Division champs should be the same champs from last year, and that is the Kittatinny Cougars. Andy Myers retired from teaching. He's now just coaching. He's enjoying his time. I saw him in the fall. He said it's awesome. All he has to do is concentrate on doing basketball. He lost a couple of good kids to graduation. Jess Rapazzi's playing at Ramapo, and Ashley Brown was a good athlete. But they were 15-10 last year, won the Colonial. Kellyanne Salako back. At the end of last year, she was scoring about 20 points a game when they finished the season strong. She was almost unstoppable. Emma Zazali, terrific guard, one of the top ball defenders around. Then you have Melissa Shane back, Olivia Manzer, Madison Smith. This team is built to win the Colonial and probably will go do pretty well in states, depending on their seed. They got a tough seed last year, had to play Glen Rock. But I think this is a team that can win some games in states, win some games in the HWS. And then our last team we'll talk about will be in the Freedom Division. Vernon last year, 1-25, but they got that last win on the last game of the season when they beat Dover. That was a nice win for them. They graduated a couple of good kids, and Courtney Fury, who battled injuries, and Kelsey Hall. And then they had a tough loss coming into this season. Bree Patterson, who has never got on track health-wise, she blew out her Achilles, so she's not going to be able to play. That's a shame. She really would have helped them. They have a new coach, is Kyle Kilty, played at SCCC for Cornell Thomas and for Randy Jackson. He played at Sparta. Takes over for Billy Foley, who's now the AD at Vernon. But they got some good players and good athletes back. Mackenzie Alter, terrific lacrosse player, and she can shoot threes. She'll be back. Brianna Smith didn't play last year. She's back. That's going to help them at guard. Maddie DeVries had a real nice freshman season, good athlete. Her dad was a terrific player at Vernon back in the day and also played 4 years at Kane, so basketball in her blood. Sam Dolmer, Tori Grafone, Tori Washek, and a freshman, Haley DeBonto, who's a terrific athlete. Her dad is Rick DeBonto, who is the football coach and lacrosse coach at Montville. So good athletes. There's some wins on the table, according to Coach Kilty, and I think playing in the Freedom Division where they don't have to play Sparta twice and Pope John twice and Jefferson twice, which is now moved up. But, I mean, Freedom's not going to be easy, but I think, as I said with the boys, it's a good fit for the Vernon girls. So I think they definitely will improve on that 1-25 season.
Okay, we have one more section of girls basketball,
Yes,
right?
indeed.
Let's take a commercial timeout.